years of not being to a dermatologist, and this is probably exactly why I stayed away.
Back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to reality.
She had a million scars, but none were from razors. I never used to feel naked in my skin, only when my eczema was showing. I hid behind the sleeves, but it didn't stop the pain from growing. I experienced a physical death where my soul couldn't call my body home because I felt trapped and all alone. The trees would mock me every time I went outside because they looked just like me, dry. My eczema stopped me from living, but when you've seen healing, there's no reason to want to die. So cheers to back to living and loving all of me.
The skin is glowing, kind of a little bit of sweat, but anyway, so tomorrow I am going to the dermatologist. I have not been in over 16 years. That is what trauma will do to you. The last time I went to the dermatologist was in high school. I know I look like a high schooler. I am not. I am a grown woman. But if there's kid discounts, I will take them. But anyways, yeah, I am 26 years old. The last time I went, I was about 15 or 16. So I said 10 years. Hold on, let me see. 26 minus 15. That's 11. My math is good. There go that iPhone storage. But anyways, yeah, I have not been in 11 years. And the reason for this is because my first appointment at a dermatologist, as somebody with a skin condition, it was horrible. So I am here. Okay, I guess somebody's coming in. She just took pictures of my skin. I shouldn't have retwisted these because now they're sticking up. But anyways, yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. This is literally, I haven't been to the dermatologist in 11 years. Do you see what trauma can do to you? Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys my skin currently. So I just finished my appointment. I hope you guys can hear me, because if you can't, hey, that's too bad. Okay, so I went to my appointment. Again, you have about 15 minutes. Yeah, again, their goal is to get you, their goal is to help you with the cut that you have. And we're gonna call it just a big ASS cut. Right? It's a big cut. It's a big cut. It's all over my body, right? I was telling her, you know, what I'm currently using, which is the skincare products that I'm making. I wanted to show her some of the pictures of how it was before, but she wasn't really too concerned with that. But you know, we did a full body examination, and she was like, you know, I want to go ahead. She mostly does skin cancer, but she wanted to go ahead and prescribe me some topical steroids. Yeah. She did let me speak at times, not to say she was dismissive as my first ever appointment at the dermatologist. She was a lot better and stuff like that. But yeah, so again, their goal is to get you relief. And yeah, she was like, you know, I know you're doing the natural thing, and I want to see if we can get your skin calmer and stuff. Also, she said that, you know, it seems like the first thing she asked me when she did walk in was, is there anybody else at home that is itchy? And I'm like, no, it's really just me. My niece only gets itchy when she's hot, but nothing like she gets heat bumps. She's just itchy. So yeah, after that, yeah, so then, you know, she's like, there's something that you're coming in contact with that's causing you to still be like kind of in this state. And for me, I know it's the house that I'm living in. Went from a house to an apartment that has a lot of dust, that has mold, that has it's imagine just going from like how do I describe this? I would just say imagine going from being out on a balcony to being inside like you got all that air, you got all that freedom. I describe being out in a balcony as freedom versus when you go back inside the building, go back to work, you're in this closed type box. And indeed it is a box. I'm absolutely grateful that I have a place to stay, but I know that it's the number one factor because my skin, again, my skin cleared in that same home, so that's what's beautiful. But knowing the fact that, again, I went through TSW for 4 years and then my skin got better, then my skin just went from that state to being able to just have hyperpigmentation where my flares usually are, which is the folds of my skin, my arms, the back of my knees and stuff. That's where it was at. All of that hyperpigmentation, all of that was gone. And now that I'm back home, again, skin cleared in that same home, now that I'm back home, and then from me moving back home around, I think, was it 2022? Officially moved back in August 2022, and then by May 2023, my skin was going from mild to moderate and then to severe. So it's clearly something in the home. When I went to National Eczema Expo, I got to sit down with Dr. Peter Lio, and the first thing he asked me, I told him a little bit because I saw him in Seattle. I showed him my skin after TSW. He was like, you know, your skin looks really great for, you know, because especially like healing miraculously by God. And I showed him my skin in 2022. I'm not sure if he remembered, but I was like, you know, my skin went from this to now this. And I told him, you know, I'm back at home. And the first thing he asked me was, is there any way you can get out of that house? Because it's clearly the house. And, you know, and I'm also using products that are irritating my skin even more. So again, if you have a crying baby, you're not gonna continuously surround it with louder noise. It's gonna cry even louder, and that's essentially what it feels like. But I'm like, you know, I'm doing my best. My skincare is helping me a lot, but at the end of the day, like I've seen my skin heal in this same environment, so I know that it will. But I do know that, yeah. So those topical steroids that she prescribed, which is triamcinolone, and she told me to get Vanny cream, which I've used before. I've used the soap. It was drying, but on the paper that she has, it says all soaps are drying. So yeah, those topical steroids are a no-go for me. She did schedule me to see another one of her colleagues who specializes in eczema more than her because she does skin cancer. But I'm just kind of like, you know, I'd be open to hearing about the biologics. But again, when you've seen healing before, it's kind of hard for you to like really want to try anything else. Like, so y'all let me know if I'm being hard-headed. This was my appointment after 11 years of not being to a dermatologist, and this is probably exactly why I stayed away. Let me know what your opinion is in the comments. Should I try the steroids? What y'all think? Y'all think I'm being stubborn? Or if I see my skin do it again, I know that the board's gonna do it again. Tell me what you think. Like, what? I could have been giving y'all this view instead of this one. Like, this is nice. I don't need this to be that hot. Get the size of this imperfect. Right now, I'm in a state of